beauties, it's Brittany. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I really appreciate it and I hope you enjoy watching this video today. It is going to be a review on the new Clarisonic Sonic Foundation brush. This brush can be attached to any of your Clarisonic bases. So I have the Mia Fit and I love my Clarisonic. Like as a skincare tool, it is like my favorite thing ever. So definitely recommend it if you were just kind of wondering my thoughts on that. So this is the brush. It actually looks really tiny compared to what I thought it was going to look like. And the way that you attach it is just like how you attach any other brush that you purchase for your Clarisonic. And you just kind of pop it on there and then twist it on. So I'm not sure which setting you're supposed to put it on, 1 or 2. I guess it just depends on how long you think it's going to take you to buff your foundation out. The Clarisonic is quite loud and I feel like this is going to kind of feel weird in my hand while I'm kind of blending things out. So this brush head retails for $32 and I'm just going to read some little snippets from the Clarisonic website. It says, applies your favorite liquid or stick foundation in under a minute, delivers an airbrush makeup look, effortlessly applies foundation in hard to reach areas, allowing for seamless application, works well with BB, CC, creams, concealers, color correctors, primers, liquid highlighters, and contour products. So kind of every liquid product you can think of. Uses less foundation with minimal formula absorption from the makeup brush and works well for all skin types. So let's just go ahead and start buffing out some products. I am going to start first with a primer. This is the Becca Backlit Primer. I picked this up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I've wanted this for so long and I am really liking it. All right, let's see. Okay, there's a brush hair. That's kind of annoying. But it is blending out the product. And I'm barely pressing. It's tickling my nose. Alright, it seems to be catching on this one spot on my cheek. We're running out of time here. So that did have to go through one full round of the #1 setting, which is kind of the daytime setting that doesn't take it down onto your neck. So that was actually quite a while, but it did blend the primer onto my skin. Now for foundation today, I'm going to be using an old favorite of mine. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup, and I have the shade Classic Ivory. So it does say that you should have to use less product, so I'm very interested to see if that claim is true. I remember now why I stopped using this foundation. It's very yellow. Oh well. Alright, so since the primer did take a little while, I'm going to go into the second setting, which I said does allow for application on the neck, and it just means that it kind of runs for a little bit more time. So let's go ahead and put this foundation on my face. Wow. So the product is going a long way. I don't know why the beeping kind of like stresses me out. It makes me feel like I don't have enough time. So I like that it's small enough to kind of get behind that neck area. That's nice. So I think I might have put too much foundation on my skin, because it is going a really long way, which is super nice. All right, I'm gonna run it for a little longer. Alright, so that did work super well. I did have to run it for quite a long time. I actually should have timed myself. Maybe I will, check when I'm editing to see how much time that actually took me to blend everything out, because it did say it would blend it out in under a minute. So I'll put how long the blending process took for the foundation for me. It does look very seamless. It definitely worked super well. I feel like even though the bristles aren't super densely packed, there's something about whatever these bristles are made out of that really allows for beautiful application without leaving any streakiness. I was definitely fearing that at first because they are very tiny. Like the bristles seem very small and it's not very densely packed. So I was worried that it would leave like streaky mess on my skin, but it actually looks really, really nice. It blended out beautifully. I'm super excited to see what it does with my contour, my blush, and my highlighter. So let's keep going. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of concealer. Let's see how it blends concealer out. So it does not need a lot of pressure at all, which is really nice. I don't know so much if I want to do it under the eyes, so I'm going to apply my concealer and then just blend it out with a brush. Actually, let's see. So it definitely works at blending out concealer under the eye. However, I don't want to like stab myself in the eye with the bristles, and it does like tickle my nose a lot over here, which makes me feel like I'm gonna sneeze. So I just took a brush and kind of buffed out the rest of my concealer under my eyes. Let's go ahead and move on to contour. This is the Jordana Sculpt and Go Contour Stick in Light. I do have to use a little bit more pressure, but not much at all. Just feels so weird on the nose area. I don't ever switch to using my left hand. Not sure why I'm doing this. Thumbs up! It blended that out super, super well. One of my favorite things is that it doesn't seem to be moving around my foundation, even though I'm blending those other cream products on top of it. The foundation is already set. It's not moving that around at all. This is super awesome and really, really impressing me so far. We're going to take it a step further and see if it can blend out cream blush. This is the Stila Convertible Color in Luminum. I'll put it in this description bar. Move quickly. This is a really awesome product. I'm super, super impressed. That looks great. It's blending everything out so seamlessly. I'm so impressed. And like the amount of pressure I'm using is so minimal. My arm's not exhausted or anything because I'm literally just like circular motions on my face, and the brush is really soft. Alright, highlighter time. I'm taking a little bit of NARS Coca Cabana. I'm just putting that on my mixing palette, and then I'm going to put some on my finger and then onto my face. So it works with patting and it works with circular motions. There's not a single thing that it did not blend out super, super well other than underneath the eyes, but it still blended it. It just was personal preference. I don't really like the way that it makes my nose kind of tingle, and I don't want to like poke myself in the eye or anything, but this blended out every single product so well. The way that you clean this is you just take it off and run it under the water with some soap. It's nice and clean. It says to clean it after every single use, which is totally doable. I think it's just similar to if you were to be using a beauty blender, how you wash that in between each time. The bristles are so good and they pick up the perfect amount of product, but they don't absorb any of the product, so you actually use so much less than you normally would. I did go a little heavy with my highlighter, so I would definitely use a little less next time because this didn't like absorb any of it. It just simply blends it out on the skin. I am very, very impressed. I kind of wish that I had the regular Clarisonic, I'm not sure of the name of it, but the one with the long handle, because I feel like that would even be easier to blend this out, because this one you kind of have to hold this way, whereas the other Clarisonic with the handle, you just kind of hold this direction. But definitely not a strain on the arms at all. Super, super easy because you use minimal pressure and it blends everything out super well. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Everything went on my skin super well. You might see some glitter because I did use glitter on my eyes, so it's kind of everywhere now, but this is a fantastic new add to the Clarisonic brush line. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a huge fan of Clarisonic. I have the Radiance brush, the I think Acne brush, or the exfoliating one, and now I've added this one to my collection. It's $35. You can get it on the Clarisonic website as well as the Ulta website, I believe. I will have links down below to where you can purchase it. I highly recommend it. Do I feel like it's necessary for every single day? I don't. And I don't think that I'll have time to use it every single day, because when I'm getting ready in the morning, sometimes I just need to move super, super fast and run out the door. This is a little time consuming, but for those days when you really want to go the extra mile, give your skin an airbrushed finish, and just have the luxury of having everything blend out so smoothly, including your cream contour, your cream blush, your cream highlight, I think it's a killer product at a good price tag, and it already attaches to a tool that you might already have. If you don't already use the Clarisonic for skincare, I wouldn't purchase this just so that you can use it with this makeup brush, because the Clarisonic is a very expensive investment. But if you've been on the fence about using it for skincare and now you see that it has a brush that's able to be used for makeup and make it more multi-purpose, then definitely go for it. I'll try to find any coupons that I can for Clarisonic products in general, and I will link it in the information bar below. But I'm a big fan. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review today. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out because YouTube is having a lot of wonky craziness lately, and if you guys like, comment, share, it really helps to get my videos out to a wider audience. So I would really appreciate that, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys!